people, that's a huge adjustment. If you work in a restaurant, drive a cab, organize events, or freelance to pay your bills, working from home is not so simple. Just like if you work in the oil and gas sector or the tourism and seafood industries, you're looking at the uncertainty in the global economy and probably wondering not only how long this is going to last, but how long your savings are going to last. No matter who you are or what you do, this is a time where you should be focused on your health and that of your neighbors, not whether you're going to lose your job. Not whether you're going to run out of money for things like groceries and medication. Last week, we announced a whole range of measures to protect jobs, small businesses, and the economy, from waiving the waiting period for employment insurance sickness benefits to kick in, to increasing support for employers and businesses. We introduced special measures under the work sharing program to help employers who fall on hard times during COVID-19. And if your business faces a cash crunch, we will help you bridge to better times. We're working with our financial crown corporations through the Business Credit Availability Program to protect jobs and businesses with $10 billion in credit. Mais comme on l'a dit la semaine dernière, ce n'est qu'une première étape. Lorsqu'on a annoncé ces mesures, on a dit qu'on allait faire plus. Et c'est ce qui m'amène ici ce matin. In these extraordinary times, our government is taking extraordinary measures. The measures we're announcing today will provide up to $27 billion in direct support to Canadian workers and businesses, plus $55 billion to meet liquidity needs of Canadian businesses and households through tax deferrals to help stabilize the economy. Combined, this $82 billion in support represents more than 3% of Canada's GDP. Let's start with people who don't qualify for employment insurance and don't have access to paid sick leave. Our government will introduce the Emergency Care Benefit, which will provide money every 2 weeks to workers who have to stay home. People will receive this benefit for 14 weeks for an amount comparable to what would be paid through EI. This applies to people who fall ill, people who've been placed in quarantine or have to self-isolate. It also applies to those who have to take care of a family member with COVID-19, but, as I said, fail to qualify for EI. If you lose your job and you do not qualify for EI, we will be introducing a COVID-19 emergency support benefit to help you. This will apply also to people who are self-employed and have to close shop because of the virus. Je vais commencer par ce qu'on va faire pour les gens qui ne sont pas admissibles à l'assurance emploi. Notre gouvernement va instaurer l'allocation de soins d'urgence qui donnera de l'argent aux travailleurs qui doivent rester chez eux à cause de la COVID-19 toutes les 2 semaines. Les gens recevront cette prestation pour 14 semaines et le montant sera comparable à celui de l'assurance emploi. Cette mesure vise ceux qui tombent malades, ceux qui sont placés en quarantaine et ceux qui doivent s'isoler volontairement. Elle s'applique aussi aux gens qui doivent s'occuper d'un membre de leur famille ayant la COVID-19, mais, comme je l'ai dit, ne sont pas admissibles à l'assurance emploi. Si vous perdez votre emploi et vous n'êtes pas admissible à l'assurance emploi, on va mettre en place l'allocation de soutien d'urgence pour vous aider. Cette mesure s'appliquera aussi aux travailleurs autonomes qui doivent arrêter leurs activités à cause du virus. As part of this economic plan, our government will take additional steps to protect jobs. We will provide employers of small businesses with a temporary wage subsidy equal to 10% of salary paid to employees for a period of 3 months. This will encourage employers to keep staff on the payroll during these uncertain times. Pour protéger les emplois, notre gouvernement offrira aux employeurs des petites entreprises une subvention salariale temporaire équivalent à 10% du salaire offert à leurs employés pendant 3 mois. C'est une mesure qui incitera les employeurs à garder leurs employés pendant ces moments d'incertitude. We're in the middle of tax season, And I know a lot of people are wondering what COVID-19 means for their personal finances. For those who've filed their taxes and find out that they owe money, they will have until August 2020 to pay. Si vous faites votre déclaration d'impôt et vous apprenez que vous devez de l'argent, vous aurez jusqu'en août 2020 pour payer. On prévoit aussi une aide plus ciblée au cours des prochains mois pour différents groupes de personnes qui sont particulièrement touchées par le virus ou qui sont dans une situation vulnérable. Ça m'amène à la prochaine mesure qu'on annonce aujourd'hui, qui est destinée aux parents. Families with young kids are going to find the coming months especially difficult with school closures and additional childcare responsibilities. Parents already know how much the Canada Child Benefit helps with the costs of raising kids. To take some of that pressure off, our government will temporarily boost the CCB in the coming months. Pour aider les parents à traverser cette période difficile, notre gouvernement bonifiera temporairement l'allocation canadienne pour enfants au cours des prochains mois. With this plan, we're also going to do more for lower-income people. In May, our government will supplement the GST credit, a tax-free payment sent to low-income Canadians every few months to offset the consumer tax that they pay. Every adult who qualifies will receive up to $300 with $150 for every child. Pour aider les gens dont le revenu est faible ou modeste, notre gouvernement augmentera le crédit pour la taxe sur les produits et services. En mai, les adultes qui sont admissibles recevront jusqu'à $300 et jusqu'à $150 par enfant. While all Canadians are feeling the impacts of COVID-19, some groups are particularly vulnerable. For people who are still paying off their student loans, including young people and those who are starting a family, our government will put in place a 6-month interest-free moratorium on their Canada student loans. For people experiencing homelessness, we are doubling the Reaching Home program, which provides funding to communities to help them address their local needs. For anyone fleeing domestic or gender-based violence, we will boost funding for shelters that provide sanctuary when self-isolating at home is simply not an option. And to support immediate needs in First Nations, Inuit, and Métis Nation communities, we are setting up a distinctions-based Indigenous Community Support Fund. This list is by no means exhaustive. But these are some of the things our government is doing to make sure that no matter where you live, what you do, or who you are, you will get the support you need during this time. In Canada, public health should never hinge on financial considerations. Aujourd'hui, on annonce un plan pour aider les gens. On se concentre sur les besoins les plus pressants, mais comme je le dis depuis le début, notre réponse évoluera au fur et à mesure que la situation évoluera. Peu importe ce que l'avenir nous réserve, les Canadiens peuvent compter sur nous. Notre travail, c'est de vous appuyer. C'est de vous donner un coup de pouce lorsque vous en avez le plus besoin. Et c'est ce qu'on fait avec les mesures qu'on a annoncées jusqu'à date, et c'est ce qu'on va continuer à faire. Now, I want to turn to additional measures for businesses as part of this economic plan. To help businesses navigate these uncertain economic times, Export Development Canada will provide support to Canadian companies affected by the global situation. For farmers and our primary food producers, we will boost Farm Credit Canada. And we know some sectors of our economy are more vulnerable to COVID-19 than others. That's why in the coming days, we'll be looking at ways in which we can support them all, including through instruments like the Canada account. L'annonce d'aujourd'hui donne suite aux mesures que nous avons déjà prises pour protéger les Canadiens, leur santé et notre économie. Le ministre Morneau a également obtenu auprès des banques canadiennes un engagement à apporter un soutien aux entreprises et aux gens touchés par la COVID-19. Je sais qu'il maintient un contact régulier dans ce dossier, ainsi qu'avec les dirigeants d'entreprises, les représentants syndicaux et ses homologues internationaux. Our team is paying close attention to the economic impacts of decisions we make across the board to slow the spread of this virus. On Monday, I announced that Canada was closing its air borders to people who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents, with some exceptions. We also announced a range of other measures on travel. But travel restrictions will not apply to commerce or trade. We are working continuously to ensure the supply of important goods to Canada. Today, we've announced $27 billion in direct support to Canadian workers and businesses, plus $55 billion to meet liquidity needs of Canadian businesses and households to help stabilize the economy through tax deferrals. Economic measures will ensure that our economy rebounds after this. And while we are taking a significant step today to help families get through these challenging times, our government is prepared to do more. But whether we're talking about economic, travel, or health measures, collaboration and coordination remains essential. Our team is in constant communication with our colleagues in the provinces and territories, as well as Indigenous leaders and communities, to ensure that we have a coordinated, Canada-wide approach so we face this and recover from this together. We're also working with our international counterparts. Over the last number of days, I've spoken with leaders from around the world, including with fellow G7 leaders. Working together is how we'll get through this, as families, as a community, as a country. Like many of you, over the past few days, I've seen stories of people doing just that, of people donating money to food banks to help those in need, of friends setting up online groups to chat, of retired nurses and doctors stepping up to help, of young people giving a hand to elderly neighbors by dropping off some extra groceries at their door. I have to tell you, it gives me a lot of hope. I want to close by recognizing everyone on the front lines who's doing an incredible job of keeping Canadians safe and healthy. Grocers keeping their shelves full and our families fed. Postal workers helping us stay home. Pharmacists filling our prescriptions. Healthcare professionals caring for our most vulnerable. Public health officials and first responders looking out for our safety. I know it's a hard time, but that's exactly why we need to keep supporting each other. Our government is here for you, and your fellow Canadians are here for you too. Merci. Thank you, everyone. Just before we get to questions, I'm supposed to model healthy behavior. I'm going to go grab my coat and I'll be right back.
All right, Peter Van Dusen watching along with you as the Prime Minister grabs his coat back, coming back outside. So $82 billion in direct measures for Canadians and tax deferrals. Now questions. Let's listen in.
Hello, Mr. Trudeau. It's Annie Bergeron-Oliver from CTV National News. I'm just wondering, what assurances do you have from President Trump that if this pandemic gets worse, he will not close the borders, crippling trade and necessary shipments in Canada? And also, how long do you expect this temporary closure to last? Will it be weeks? Are you planning for months?
We talked about exactly that this morning, President Trump and I, to ensure that indeed our economies and our people that are so interconnected in so many different ways will be able to ensure the smooth flow of goods and essential materials and medication across the border. That is something that we remain committed to. We will work in close collaboration on an ongoing basis to make sure that that continues. And these measures will last in place as long as we feel that they need to last. We will, again, closely coordinate on that as well.
M. Trudeau, sur la frontière avec les États-Unis, comment on s'assure concrètement que ceux qui peuvent encore traverser la frontière ne viennent pas infecter des gens ici et qu'on crée des foyers de contamination? Comment on s'assure aussi que cette frontière-là reste ouverte pour les marchandises et les biens essentiels? Si vous faites le plus concret possible, et aussi dans combien de temps on en a?
Effectivement, on est en train de travailler de façon très attentive avec les États-Unis pour mettre en place les règles précises qui vont garder les Canadiens et les Américains en sécurité. On comprend à quel point c'est important que cette frontière reste ouverte parce qu'on parle de 2 milliards de dollars de marchandises par jour qui traversent cette frontière. C'est essentiel pour pas juste la santé de notre économie, mais la santé de nos citoyens que ça continue. Mais nous allons regarder pour s'assurer que ces mesures protègent les Canadiens tout en permettant d'avoir les denrées et les produits nécessaires. Par rapport à la durée, on va continuer de regarder autant que ce sera nécessaire, tout en coordonnant entre nos deux pays sur les mesures nécessaires.
Olivia Stepanovich, CBC News. Prime Minister, with all these economic measures being announced, is it inevitable that we're heading into a recession?
I think right now we are focused on making sure that people who are not getting income or revenue because of this COVID-19 challenge have the money to be able to pay for groceries, to pay their rent, to support their families through this difficult time. We recognize that many businesses are closed. Many workplaces have significant slowdowns, if not stoppages, and that is going to have an economic impact. But we also know that the fundamentals of the Canadian economy are strong. And in a number of weeks or a number of months or however long it takes, once we get rolling again, the capacity of the federal government to invest in the economy, to support businesses and individuals will ensure that we bounce back strongly. We have the fiscal room to do this because of prudent decision-making over the past 5 years. We will be able to ensure that our economy gets back up to speed very quickly.
Guillaume Saint-Pierre, Journal de Montréal. Bonjour, M. Trudeau. Vous annoncez aujourd'hui des milliards de dollars pour les Canadiens. Quand est-ce que, c'est probablement plus facile à annoncer qu'à faire, quand est-ce que les Canadiens qui en ont besoin vont recevoir cet argent-là, vont avoir la couleur?
On parle de quelques semaines pour que les chèques d'aide, surtout à ceux qui ne qualifient pas pour l'assurance-emploi, vont commencer à arriver. Il y a des mesures législatives, donc on est en train de travailler avec les autres partis qui offrent toute leur collaboration pour pouvoir passer des mesures à la Chambre des communes pour faire suivre cet argent. Mais le travail se fait dès maintenant, même avant le retour de la Chambre, pour qu'on puisse justement acheminer cet argent le plus rapidement possible quand les gens en ont besoin.
Maura Forrest, Politico. Prime Minister, yesterday you talked about the possibility of invoking the Emergencies Act. Today you're saying that the Canada-US border will be closed to non-essential travel. How close are you at this point to imposing restrictions across Canada? And specifically, are you considering limiting travel within Canada as well?
I have said time and time again that we are looking at all options. We're not taking any options off the table. Every day we've been announcing new measures that we've been able to move forward on, and we will continue to look at measures as they become necessary and the tools that exist to make those measures necessary. I will highlight, of course, that the Emergency Measures Act is a significant step, not one that we feel we need today, but not one that we are closing the door to in the future if necessary. Okay. Nous annonçons aujourd'hui des mesures et à tous les jours, nous annonçons des mesures additionnelles. À présent, nous avons toutes les autorités nécessaires pour annoncer les mesures qui sont recommandées, qu'on est en train de mettre en place. On n'écarte rien comme possibilité d'outils qu'on pourrait utiliser. Je souligne que la loi sur les mesures d'urgence, c'est une étape extrêmement importante, extrêmement sérieuse et tant qu'on n'en a pas de besoin, on n'a pas l'intention de le faire, mais on garde ouvert la possibilité qu'à un moment donné, ce serait peut-être nécessaire. Mais d'ici là, on utilise tous les outils qu'on a pour garder les Canadiens en sécurité.
Marco Vigliati, iPolitics. Mr. Prime Minister, you rolled out or talked about a lot of economic and stimulus measures that you're planning to put in force. What kind of reassurances can you give to Canadians at this time that the government has the infrastructure in place and the people in place, considering the directive to work from home, that this money will roll out in a timely and efficient manner?
There are many families across this country who are looking at their sources of income dry up because of COVID-19. Many of them qualify for EI. Many workers qualify for EI, and we're making sure that with the elimination of the 1 week waiting period, that money will be able to flow significantly and quickly to them. Many families do not qualify for EI. Many workers do not qualify for EI, and therefore we're putting in place exceptional measures that will flow money to them every 2 weeks. Our capacity to do this is something that we have spent a lot of time over the past days ensuring, because we know that that could make the difference not just between one family facing tougher times or not, but it could make a difference on the health of all Canadians. People need to be able to self-isolate, need to be able to stay home, need to be able to care for their families when their ordinary sources of revenue dry up. That is why we're putting forward $27 million in direct supports to Canadians and businesses. That is why we are moving forward on freeing up $55 billion that will stay in the economy because of delayed tax payments to make sure that people can cover the things they need to in the coming days, along with all our extra measures for shelters, for Indigenous communities, through the Canada Child Benefit and others that will ensure that Canadians have the confidence that they will be okay through this difficult time, because we are all in this together and we are there for you.
On va maintenant passer aux journalistes qui sont sur la ligne. Modérateur, c'est à vous.
Thank you. Merci. The first question is from Lina Dib de la presse canadienne. À vous la parole. Please go ahead.
Oui, bonjour Monsieur Trudeau. La Colombie-Britannique réclame depuis la semaine dernière qu'on ferme cette frontière. Entre autres, vous avez vu les nombres dans l'État de Washington. Vous avez vu les nombres en Colombie-Britannique qui ont explosé hier. Pourquoi vous n'avez pas fait la fermeture plus tôt? Et est-ce que vous croyez que vous l'avez peut-être fait un petit peu trop tard, entre autres pour la Colombie-Britannique?
Nous avons pris des grandes mesures lundi pour fermer nos frontières aux voyageurs de l'international, et on a pris 2 jours pour coordonner avec les Américains pour s'assurer que on le fasse de la bonne façon et de concert l'un avec l'autre. La vice-première ministre Freeland a appelé hier au vice-président Pence pour justement entamer les discussions dans une phase finale, et on a pu faire cette annonce aujourd'hui, et on sait que ça va aider énormément de gens à travers le pays. Okay. We recognize that we took some significant steps over the past few days. We closed the borders to overseas travel on Monday, and today, 2 days later, we announce that we are restricting non-essential travel between Canada and the United States. This is something that we've been coordinating with the United States on over the past days. Yesterday, Deputy Prime Minister Freeland reached out to Vice President Pence to really advance these negotiations, and we're able to announce it in a coordinated fashion on both sides of the border this morning. This is something that we need to move forward on to protect Canadians.
Parfait, on va passer à la prochaine question, modérateur.
Thank you. Merci. The next question is from Bill Curry from the Globe and Mail. Please go ahead. À vous la parole.
Hi, Prime Minister. We're seeing in the United States, some lawmakers are discussing the possibility of sending direct checks to all Americans as a way of you sacrifice targeting those most in need, but the benefit is it gets there faster. And so you've gone with some existing programs that might involve people kind of dealing with the government and applying for these programs that could sacrifice speed. So can you talk about your thought process in going with this route as opposed to something like direct checks that might be simpler?
I know the finance minister is about to give a press conference in which he will answer many of these questions, but I can say that we are confident that getting these measures out, particularly around EI and folks who don't qualify for EI within the next few weeks to compensate for lost income is going to make a significant difference to people who had an income but have seen it dry up over these days because of COVID-19. Many people on pensions or benefits or supports of various types will of course still receive those supports. We really wanted to target those people who would lose their income specifically. We've also put on the table significant support for businesses and employers to be able to support their workers, to be able to support their fellow Canadians. These are the kinds of things that we're moving with both quickly and in a targeted fashion, because that's what Canadians expect.
Merci beaucoup. Modérateur, on va passer à la prochaine question.
Merci. Thank you. The next question is from Mélanie Marquis from La Presse. À vous la parole. Please go ahead.
Bonjour, M. Trudeau. Par rapport à la frontière, pouvez-vous préciser à partir de quand la frontière va être fermée aux déplacements non essentiels et concrètement, comment est-ce qu'on va contrôler l'interdiction d'accès au territoire? Est-ce que, par exemple, on pourrait embaucher d'autres douaniers? Est-ce qu'on pourrait aussi avoir recours à l'armée? Puis juste par rapport à la frontière aussi, sur le chemin Roxham, il y a des gens qui traversent là et qui ne sont pas nécessairement mis en isolement. Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire pour ça?
D'abord, on est en train de travailler avec les États-Unis pour que ces mesures entrent en vigueur très rapidement. Alors, on va avoir plus d'annonces à dire à quel moment on va pouvoir l'amener, mais ce serait dans un très bref délai. Je peux aussi souligner que nous avons les mesures pour s'assurer que les voyageurs non essentiels ne puissent pas traverser la frontière. Les ressources de l'Agence canadienne frontalière est en masse adéquate pour pouvoir répondre à ce défi, surtout puisque beaucoup de gens vont choisir de rester chez eux et vont même pas essayer de traverser la frontière si on leur dit de ne pas le faire. Par rapport au chemin Roxham, je peux vous rassurer que toutes les mesures sont en prise pour assurer que c'est tout à fait contrôlé et que tout le monde qui traverse par là serait en quarantaine pendant 40 jours, pendant 14 jours.
Modérateur, dernière question.
Merci. Thank you. The next question is from Heather Schofield from the Toronto Star. Please go ahead. À vous la parole.
Good morning, Prime Minister. In terms of working with the opposition and having to pass some of these steps through them, have you been in touch with the opposition leaders, and do you have their assurance that they will cooperate with you to move quickly?
Our House leaders have been working together very closely, both on the House side and on the Senate side. Minister Pablo Rodriguez and Senator Mark Gold have been engaged with all party leaders, both in the House and the Senate. There is broad collaboration. There is broad openness to moving these measures quickly that will help Canadians who need it. I am confident that this is a moment in which Canadians of all parties will pull together to ensure Canadians get the help they need. Le ministre Rodriguez et le sénateur Mark Gold sont en train de collaborer avec leur équivalent des autres partis pour que on puisse passer ces mesures le plus rapidement possible. Je peux dire qu'il y a une très grande volonté de la part des partis d'opposition d'aider les Canadiens et on est confiant que ça pourra passer. Par rapport au côté personnel, ça va bien, les enfants vont bien. J'ai encore pas de symptômes, ça va très bien. Sophie est agrippée, elle a un maux de tête et une petite fièvre qui vient et qui part, mais elle se porte très bien et vous remercie énormément de vos belles pensées. Merci tout le monde. Bonne journée.
Je ne mettrai pas à la conférence de presse. Merci tout le monde.
Ayan mga kaibigan, good morning, 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 magandang umaga sa lahat. Good morning, Sunny. Thank you for watching. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, bye. Sus naman ka na bye. Tanaw mereka. Mayang buntag, good morning po sa lahat. How are you? I am fine, very fine. Very fine as you. Yes, anyone could deliver his message if you like. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Sir Sunny Morus, thank you for watching. Aljen, Hello, Elgin. Hello, how are you? And how are you to Yanni, to Nelgabs, to Mr. Cecilio Javier, Floris Javier, how are you today? Good morning. Anyway, mga kaibigan, nakadinig na po natin. Pasensya na kayo kung nag-umpisa po ang aking programa sa isang balita ng ating Prime Minister dito sa Canada. Nagbigay po siya ng kanyang pahayag. Yun na nga. Ay naka-ready na. Wow. How do you get your hair looking good? Ay, Inats, hello, good morning. How do you get your hair looking good? Wala. Without combing. Doing nothing. Just when you wake up, just scrub it and do nothing. That's it. Thank you so much. Anyway. Ayan mga kaibigan talaga. Oh. Nakita yung buko. Hi dyan sa mga nandyan sa natin, sa YouTube channel natin. Thank you for watching also. Salamat. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to share. At maya-maya, mayroon pong press briefing sa Malacanang doon sa Pilipinas, and then lalagay din natin yan. Ipipid din natin sila mamaya dito sa ating live streaming so that we will know what is happening to the Philippines. As of now, we have confirmed 202 cases. At yung pang 201 ay namatay. Namatay na ba? Oh yeah, tama. Namatay doon sa Lanao del Sur, 58 years old. And because this is a Muslim, so sa kanila ay hindi pwedeng hindi ilibing agad. Kaya nilibing without cremation kasi haram sa kanila ang cremation, mga kaibigan. So ayun, nilibing. But they do some extra precaution sa paglibing, mga kaibigan. So nilibing na po kahapon yan doon sa Pilipinas. At maya-maya papakita din natin yung press conference sa Manila ng Interagency Task Force, EITF. IETF pala, Interagency Task Force, mga kaibigan, for coronavirus. At so far dito sa amin sa Canada, meron na pong 74 na infected po, mga kaibigan, sa Canada. Ay, 74 ba? I think it's not 74. It's 74. Yung nakita ko pala, Quebec. Lang yan. That's Quebec. In Quebec, there are 74 infected, mga kaibigan. At all over in Canada is 569. Kung atin pong by province, British Columbia had 186, Alberta 97, Saskatchewan 2, in Manitoba is 8, Ontario 189, Quebec at 74, Newfoundland, Labrador 0, probable case sa Newfoundland, Labrador. New Brunswick 2, at mayroon silang 6 na probable case. Nova Scotia 1, Prince Edward 1, and yung mga galing sa ibang nagaling travel, siyam. So mostly nito mga nasa edad na at the age of 60 above, most likely. Yung mga infected na At 47 nito ay 47% is female, 32% ay 60 years old above. Tapos 12% has been hospitalized, and 8 people die already in Canada. And 74% cases are travelers and 11% are close contact of travelers. So that is the update here in Canada regarding sa mga infected ng corona virus, COVID-19. Yes, kumusta naman kayo dyan? Kumusta ang ating mga kaibigan? Tahimik sila. Wala yatang nag-share. Again, ito po si DGU at ito po ang aking programa, ang CPRM Live. Of course, kasama si DGU.
Tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
At ito ang OFW hour, mga kaibigan. Yan. Kwentuhang mga OFW. Sige, umpisahan na natin. Makibalita tayo sa lahat ng mga OFW around the globe kung ano na nangyari sa kanila. Ayan. Magpadala tayo ng link para pwede silang umakyat. Anyone could
Mga krimen.
Teka ha. Tanungin natin. May tatanungin pala tayo dito.
Droga at mga nakawan. Dapat nga mapigilan. Tayo na, Pilipinas. Tayo na, magbago.
Alam niyo naman, pasensya kayo, mag-isa lang tayo dito. So, kung sino man yung mga gustong umakyat dyan at magbahagi sa kanilang nararanasan ngayon, lalong-lalo na yung mga kababayan natin sa Pilipinas. Or yung mga kababayan natin nasa abroad. Hi to Idna. Hi to Miss Juice de Salva Ignacio. Again, hi to Sunny Morus. Thank you for watching. Ayan, you can always use this link if you like. If you want to send a message to your friends or to your loved ones, this is your time. Ayan. Ang hindi akyat dito, tutuliin ko. Joke. Huwag niyo akong pansinin. Sige, kayo din. Wala na kayong babalikan bukas. Joke. Anyway. Ayan. Napakasakit. Kuya Edie. Kuya Edie daw. Anyway. Ayan, kung meron kayong gustong itanong, sige. Pwede kayo magtanong dito. Basta wag lang about about sa pera dahil wala rin ako. Pareho tayo. Pareho lang tayo nito. Oo, mag-aantay ako kung bibigyan ako ni Prime Minister. If they're going to send check to my account, kung may account ako. Hi to Sir Ramon Buzadas. Hello, hi to Myrna. Ayan. O di kaya kung gusto niyo namang kahit paano makatulong sa amin dito, you can always send your donation to us. Anytime, ha? Hi to Miss Lowe Pineda of Qatar. Munti ko na makalimutan eh. Hi, Jong of Tagum. Mahirap tong mag-isa ka lang, ikaw lang nagkokontrol lahat. Wala kang ano ba tawag ito? Hello, Lowe, baka pwede kang gusto mong umakyat, Lowe. Gusto mong gamitin mo yung link, Lowe, i-copy paste mo sa just copy paste that link. Copy paste and put it in your English na. Ano sabi? May nag-message sa akin. Okay. Eto, nag-send ng baka pwede kang pumakyat saglit. Ay, tama. Teka. Mali naman yung pinadala ko sa kanya eh. Ano ba yung pinadala ko? Ba't YouTube? MG Times, hello, akyat MG Times. Baka pwede ka umakyat. Sino gusto umakyat dyan? Akyat naman, no? Akyat na muna kayo, akyat.
Mga nakawan.
So, si LD nagpadala ng picture ng bus, walang laman. Naka-cordon. May cordon ng kanyang nasakyan, ha? Ayan. Hello, Sir Ramon. Kumusta? Kumusta na po kayo? Off limits ang bus driver. Sa passenger sa likod, door daan. Sa likod na sa likod na daan pala. Aray ko, Diyos ko Lord, ng mga buses. Ayan, okay yan, para safety. Yan, para gusto niyo umakyat to. Sino gusto umakyat dyan? Akyat na. Akyat na agad eh. So para masaya. Ako lang mag-isa dito eh. Hindi to hindi to ayaw. Ayaw ng driver magpapik. Nakaw lang yan. Ganon ba? Sige. Okay naman, sir. Okay daw sila, okay. Sa mga dyan, ano bang nararamdaman ninyo? Are you afraid? Are you worried? Ako, worried na ako eh. Bakit? Baka wala na akong makain bukas. Joke! Hindi ako makalabas eh. At wala rin akong income kasi wala rin akong trabaho. Matanda at shy yata. Okay. Baka gusto mong, ito si LD. O baka sino yung gustong tumawag sa aking linya sa telepono, pwede kayo tumawag sa linya ng telepono ha. Anytime pwede kayo tumawag sa akin sa aking telepon ha. Kung gusto niyo lang.
Awa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tapo. Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mataahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako.
You can always call me in my messenger kung ayaw nilang magpakita, gusto nilang boses. You can always call me here in my ano ba tawag dito? You can call in on my messenger or on my Viber. Just dial the number 514-560-0398. Hotline number po natin is 514-560-0398. 514-560-0398. Where is that hotline number? Bakit ay lumabas? Yes, hotline number natin ha. 514-560-0398. Magkumustahan tayong mga OFW. Kumusta po kayo dyan? Sana'y nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan ha. Oo. Sana'y okay kayo dyan kahit despite sa sitwasyon na nangyayari ngayon sa buong mundo. Ayun, may tumawag na nga. Oo. Tagutin natin. Hello? Okay. Mag-iko tayo, mag-iko. Hello? Hello? Iko bay? Teka saglit. Iko. Iko ka. Iko. Teka saglit. Bakit ano nangyari doon? Yes, mga kapatid. Sabi ko nga nagka-diskarel lang ating linya ng telepono. Teka saglit ha. Bakit ayaw dito? Teka saglit ha. Ano nangyari doon? Ayan. Sige. Okay. Bakit ayaw? Yun. Hello? Wala talaga. Hindi pwede. Bakit kaya? Taga saglit. Anong problema? Bay, ka talagang link gamit na bay. Bakit ayaw? Pwede naman to dati. Bakit ayaw ngayon? Teka, ayaw talaga, ayaw. Pasensya na. Ayaw gumana yung telepon ko pala. Ayaw gumana. Ayan. Siguro yung link na lang, i-copy-paste ninyo yan or i-click ninyo kung nasa computer kayo, i-click na lang ninyo yan. At pakipatay na lang yung monitor. Pwedeng-pwede yan. May link dyan no, nakababa. Akit na lang kayo. MG, akit ka na MG! Oo, makibalita ako sa iyo MG. Ano, kumusta na dyan? Gusto ko sana host, kaso linis pa ng coffee shop. MG time. Ayan, wag nang linisan yan. Di joke. Sige. Trabaho muna, trabaho. Sa mga gustong umakyat, may link po kami dyan na nakalatag po. May hagdanan po dyan. Pwede kayo umakyat. You can come up if you like. If you want to see something. Yan, sa mga taga-Pamas. Baka may mga taga-Pamas dyan na gustong magsalita. Ano balita? Tayong lahat kay Rodrigo. Kumusta ang buhay-buhay natin, ha? Di talaga papasok yan. Bakit kaya? Hello? Hello? Di ginawa pa akong sulod. Hello?
Hello, bay.
Hello?
Bay.
Oh.
Kanang kung ano ba yung unsay oras ni mo sa ko, kaya naghanan na ako ba?
Aw. Alas 11 kini siya sa...
Saan mo schedule ni, pila ka oras?
Alas 11 alas 11. Alas 11 sa gabi sa Pilipinas. Oh, hello. Alas 11 sa gabi sa Pilipinas. Alas 11 magsugod sa Pilipinas. Dili kay ka na madungog kay dili mo sulod ang kuan. Dili mo sulod. Dili mo sulod. Alas 11 ang schedule natin bay. Alas 11 sa buntag dari sa Montreal. 11 p.m. sa Pilipinas ang schedule ng
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo. Together, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Ayun, kagaskas na. Sorry! Pasensya na sa mga naka-headset, ha. Pasensya na po. Talagang hindi po sinasadya. Ayan, dyan sa mga nakikinig sa radyo. Hello, kumusta kayo dyan? Kumusta po ang ating, kumusta po ang ating buhay-buhay? Kung saan man kayo naroroon? O baka naman. Gusto niyong, umakyat dito. Akyat na. O sa mga gusto lang, ha? So, easy daw ang Facebook. So, sa Facebook na dati. Paano yan? Facebook. Yes, kumustahan tayo around the globe, mga kaibigan. Kumustahin natin, ha? O nga pala, nagdeklara na po ang presidente ng Pilipinas ng state of calamity. Entire of the Philippines, mga kaibigan. So, wag na tayong magpa-tigas ng ulo. So, di na po natin yung kung ano man pag-uutos ng gobyerno. Wag na tayong magpatigas ng ulo kasi nga baka naman ay tayo din ang mapapahamak pagdating ng panahon. Huwag po sana tayong matulad sa sa Italy na hindi agad nagdeklara. Kumbaga nag-antay pa ng mahaba-habang panahon. Kaya hinog tuloy yung corona. Si corona na hinog. Kaya di pwedeng nako, Diyos ko Lord. Maawa naman kayo sa mga mahal niyo sa buhay. Lalong-lalo na pag ang mahal niyo sa buhay nasa malayo, wag niyo naman masyadong pagpaisipin pa. Kung pwede, ngayon pa lang, ikaw ay kung pwede lang, lumayo-layo ka na sa mga bagay-bagay na pwede kang mapahamak. Kung naka-quarantine na yung lugar ninyo, ay hanggat maaari, mag-quarantine ka na rin. Huwag ka nang lumabas. Huwag nang magmatigas ang ulo. Kasi hindi natin alam talaga kasi itong virus na to.
Am I here? I am here.
Napaka
Love my country.
sa Bisaya pa, marunong patis bugoy ba? Paano ba Englishin yan? Marunong pas bugoy ng kining virusa, di ba? Imagine, within 14 days, hindi pa siya agad maglalabas ng sintomas. Can you imagine that? Ito, Miss Judith Castelio of Kuwait. Kumusta dyan sa Kuwait, Judith? Pwede ka bang mag-update sa akin, Judith? Pwede ka bang umakyat dito sa aking live streaming? Mayroon pong link dyan. Gamitin niyo po yan. Saan ba yung iba? Bakit hindi ko? Wala na nagpapakita sa akin. Don't tell me, ha? Don't tell me something is happening to you. Oh, you have to come up. Magkumustahan lang tayo, magbalitaan. Balitaan nyo naman po ako. Kumusta kayo dyan? Ayos ba tayo dyan? Ayos ba? Kumusta na po? Kumusta? O baka naman. Akyat kayo dito sa akin. Akyat. Oh, you can come up now. That's an order. O ba naman, no? Ay, nako, Diyos ko, Lord. Bakit nga ba? Ganon talaga daw mga kapatid, darating ang mga problema sa mundo na minsan ay hindi talaga maiwasan. Kahit sabihin pang ito ay isang man-made na gawa ng tao, may amo mo. May amo po. May amo pala. Ayan, ay amo daw, may amo. Lockdown pa rin sa Kuwait. Ayan, mga kaibigan natin sa Kuwait, kumusta kayo dyan? Mag-ingat-ingat din kayo, ha? Ganito na lang, may mga lapses din kasi sa mga ginagawa ng iba. Katulad na lang, hindi ko na sasabihin kung saang lugar. Dapat before everything else, halimbawa, somebody will come into your office, or you will need him to sign up. Then before you make him or her sign up, make sure na nag-sanitize mo na siya para talagang safe. Hi to Nika Aguinaldo. Nika, kumusta ka? Akyat ka muna saglit. Pwede ba? Pwede ka makyat saglit. Akyat ka saglit, Nika. Magbalita ka naman dyan. Konti lang. Kayo talaga, ni-SW na ako. Joke. Baka naman pwede kayo magbalita sa lugar ninyo. Kahit saglit lang, mga 3 minutes. O mahaba na yung 3 minutes, bigyan naman ako ng update dyan sa lugar ninyo. Baka pwede naman. Kung pwede lang, Kung pwede lang. Kung pwede lang. Paki-update naman ako. Next time po, kuya. Ha? Nakahiga na po ako, kuya. Ay, okay. Kumusta naman dyan sa inyo?
I am here because I love my
Ayan. Uy, Philippines. Anak ng amo ko galing London last week. Ano ko, patay. Dapat nag-self-quarantine muna yan. Kung ganon. Diyos ko, Lord. Quiet Minister of Health confirms 12 cases of coronavirus, bringing total of 142. 15 cases in total have recovered. 18 cases related to travel to the United Kingdom. 6 citizens, 1 American and 1 Spanish. 2 cases of citizens were contact with confirmed travel to United Kingdom. 1 case of citizen under investigation. 1 case of citizen related to travel to Switzerland. Yan po yung update. Community quarantine po dito sa Cavite, kuya. Okay, good. Wag na kayong wag na kayong basta-basta lumabas. Para makaiwas talaga tayo sa makaiwas tayo sa ano ba yung tawag nito? Makaiwas tayo sa baka sumobra na yan, hindi na makayanan ng hindi na makayanan ng hindi na makayanan, ako patay na. Diba, sa ngayon pa lang ay talagang iwas na tayo. Kung pwede lang. Yung mga hindi kailangang lumabas, wag na lumabas. Kanina lang pala, mamaya mga kaibigan, papakita natin uli yung mga sinabi ni Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Kanina lang. Oo. Yung update ng kanyang kanina, paparinig natin uli kasi walang sounds yung nag-umpisa. Parinig natin uli kay sa inyo ang ni Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. I'm listening. Thank you. Annalisa, thank you so much. Any update from the mayor? Mayor So can Mayor So talk about what is her plan here in Codinage in DG? Mga krimen. Self-quarantine at ito lagi sa sala. Ako nag-ayos ng higaan, kwarto niya at CR. Medyo kabado kaming mga kasama niya dito. Aray ko, Diyos ko, Lord. Dapat nag-undergo ng quarantine yan. Annalisa, if the mayor wants to talk, he can always talk here or say something. Especially what are their plans? Okay, sure, no problem. So announcement, Mayor Sue Montgomery will do a Facebook Live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Everyone should tune in. Ayan. Okay, good. That's nice.
I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Anyway, sabi ni Nika, kinig-kinig lang kuya. Hanggang makaslip ako. Hi to Rans, mukbangers. Hi host, patambay. Sige, tambay lang. Hi to Rebellion. Shout out kay Harang pa. Hindi pala ito. Oy, Rebellion, akyat ka naman dito saglit, oh. O makibalita lang ako sa inyo dyan. Kumusta dyan sa Germany? Anong sitwasyon mo? Could you give me some updates? Harang pa, FB pala to. Ikaw talaga, ha? Oo. It's FB. Facebook.
Para sa pagbabago.
Okay, thank you so much, Annalisa. Thank you so much. maybe he could say something that oo. Dinikita na kita, host. Salamat sa pagdikit. Rams, mukbangers. Kalbaan. Rams, mukbangers. Salamat. Rubilin Guapa. Kumusta naman ka dayoy? Di naman mo pakita. Ano, saan naman mo? Ano nagtago mo? Hi, Toleron. Ay, magtago-tago eh. Ay, naitago yung nagkagwapa. Sagdi na sa corona eh. Dapat pakita niyo yung kagwapa niyo. Huwag niyo itago. Huwag kayong matakot ni corona. Hindi lang. Precaution lang talaga. Let us practice social distancing. Oy, pero may grabe. Hello sa lahat ng Team Pinaasa. Team Pinaasa daw. Huwag niyo napaasahin. May nagpunta dito kahapon. Tapos, dala-dala thermal scanner. Sinipon kasi ito at sakitin. Aray ko. Dapat sa kanya nag-quarantine siya. Pumunta siya doon sa Kasi delikado yan. Delikado kayo dyan. Baka kung ano pa.
Mga krimen.
Pwede akyat to, sus. Pwede akyat kayo. Balita. Sa may balita. Dala.
Dapat nga mapigilan.
Makakanta. Mamaya na yung kanta. Wala mo na. Balitaan mo na tayo ngayon. Mamaya mo na yung kanta. Balitaan mo na tayo ngayon. Wala mo nang kanta tayo. Iwas mo tayo sa kanta-kanta. Baka mag-corona tayo. Hindi, joke. Hindi, mamaya na. Magbalita muna tayo, ha? Makibalita muna tayo sa mga kababayan nating OFW. Kumustahin na? Kumusta na sila? Ano pong update sa kanilang sitwasyon, kung saan sila ngayon, medyo ba nahihirapan sila? Ayan, at kanina lang dineklara po ng Prime Minister
I am here
na
love my country.
US-Canada border temporarily closed to non-essential travel amid of coronavirus. Yan. Sarado po ang borders. Maliban sa mga goods na papasok at palabas sa Canada, ay hahayaan pong maka-pass by po. So, kasi hindi naman pwedeng pero ang pangamba lang ng iba, baka daw ay umabot sa time na wala nang papadaanin. Hindi na papadiretsuhin dito sa Kasi ang iba, nag-predict sila na baka umabot pala ito ng 6 months, 3 to 6 months. Kaya sabi ko naman, basta uminit lang. Uminit lang mga kaibigan. At hindi lang i-modify. Ang problema nito, kung itong virus na to ay engineered and controlled, yan ang problema. Wala pa tayo talaga magagawa kasi hindi natin hawak Lalo na pag mga virus na develop. Kasi itong virus na to, hindi po ito galing kung kanino man. It was developed. This virus was developed, mga kaibigan. Ayaw lang talaga aminin ng iba. Sinisisi nila China. Ako, wala akong sisisihin Kundi yung mga taong naghahangad lang ng economic stability, population control. Bakit daw? Of course. Question pa ba yan? Wag na nga ang problema sa ating mga tao, nagmamaang-maangan lang Walang Nawala ka sa FB. Nandyan ako. Nandyan sa FB. Ba't wala? Wala ba? Andyan sa FB. Ang problema. Hindi ako nawala sa FB. Never ako mawala sa FB talaga sa totoo lang. Hindi ako pwedeng sipain ni FB. Kasi malakas yung kapit ko. Joke. Oo, hindi ako masisipa-sipa ni FB talaga. Si YouTube nga, hindi rin ako pwedeng sipain eh. Anyway, mga kaibigan, update tayo. Pakita ko sa inyo update ng ng monitor sa Pilipinas regarding sa coronavirus.
Dapat mapigilan.
Yan, ito po yung update sa Pilipinas, mga kaibigan. Unconfirmed na infected po ay 202. At ang person under investigation po o patient nasa 338 po. Yung person under monitoring ay nasa 2,825. Nako, Diyos ko Lord. Ang nakarecover po, 7 na po ang nakarecover. At 17 na po ang patay. At ang na-test ay 1,030 na po. So, yung pang 201 po na namatay ay from Lanao del Sur po yun, mga kapatid. At nilibing na. Ang pang 202 ay lalaki. Hindi pa na kung taga saan, pero nasa Divine Grace Medical Center. Naka-confine, mga kapatid. Nawala ang net. Bakit kaya? Nawala ba? Nawala ba ko? Nawala. Really? Diretso na. Ay, nako. Anyway. Basta. Sundin lang po ang payo ng ng mga nasa gobyerno at para po hindi po tayo mapahamak. Hanggat maaari yung mga non-essential travel wag na nating gawin. If ever. Wag na po tayong magmatigas ng ulo. Lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa Pilipinas Wag po kayong magkalat. Wag na pong matigas ang ulo. Nako, ang dami tigas ng ulo talaga. May isa pa may mga doon nagta-travel dahil mayroon ngang quarantine. Hindi na tigas talaga ng ulo ng Pilipino talaga sa totoo lang. Ang tigas ng ulo ng Pinoy. Sinabi na ngang wag Sige pa rin. Sus ko Lord. Ano ba antayin nyo talaga? Mag-aantay ba talaga kayo?
Tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
Ito sa yung ibang lugar nga, grabe. Wag na nating hayaan na mag-compare pa tayo ng ibang lugar. Isipin na po natin yung kapakanan ng iba. Oo. Kapakanan mo at kapakanan ng iba. At ng iyong pamilya. Yun ang pinaka-importante doon. Kasi pag hindi ka sumunod at tigas-tigas pa rin ang ulo mo, ikaw din, baka sa huli, magsisisi ka. Wag naman sana ganun, alam naman natin yung sakit na to Kaya kung ikaw ay
hawak kamay tayo para
sana ba yung merong press conference ng kanina, pakita na natin. Naka-live pa rin sila. Naka-live pa rin pala. Ang Interagency Task Force and Management, mga kaibigan.
Why am I here?
Of Emerging Infectious Disease Virtual Press New Executive. Yan, layo na. Layo na ng distancing pala. Nag-practice na sila ng distancing. Ha? Pero yun na nga. May nakapuna po na na dapat yung mga natin, yung mga reporter natin sa Pilipinas pagka nag-report dapat mag-mask na sila. Huwag nang magpa-tumpik-tumpik pa na kasi mahirap na. So, di pa tapos yung press conference nila. Maya-maya pa to ng konti. Ayan. Hi to Juraline Pihidero. Hello. Tamsak dan. Akyat na. Kumusta ka dyan, Juraline? Saan ka ba ngayon? Baka pwede kang pakita dito, akyat ka dito sa taas. Magbigay ka nga ng mo diyan, sitwasyon mo diyan, situational report ika nga. Report talaga. Ay, nako, Diyos ko, Lord.
Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon.
Kami dito sa Jeddah, Idol, sarado ang mga coffee shop at pagkakaalam ko, may 103 na nakaso na kami dito. Aray ko. Si MG Time Quest. Yan sa Jeddah. Actually, ang Jeddah ay mayroon na ring Jeddah. Saan ba yan? Saudi, no?
Amay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako.
Kahit kayo mga lugar, sa Bangladesh, mayroon na siya 2 patay. 2 patay sa Bangladesh. Yung mga iba naman, sa Paraguay, wala pa silang sa Cuba 7 pero wala na nadagdag.
Masdan mo ang paligid, alamak mga krimen.
Ito, Sir Ramon Posadas. Good morning, sir.
Mga nakawan.
So kung titingnan natin dito, talagang padami yung mga infected mga kaibigan. Sa China, umabot na po talaga sila ng 80,894 bago yan, tatlong bagong kaso. Tapos 11 ang patay na bago. So total na namatay sa kanila ay nasa 3,237 na po. At sa Iran naman ay mayroong bagong kasong 1,192. At meron silang bagong patay na 147. Spain may 2,000 na bago. At may bagong patay din 990. Huwag naman sanang umabot to sa
Love my country.
Huwag naman sana mangyari ito sa Pilipinas. Nako. Grabe. Kaya pakiusap ko lang sa mga kababayan natin sa Pilipinas. Paghunos dili po kayo. Gamitin na po natin yung yung bang yung pagka-maro nato sa maayong paagi. Kung maro-maro ta, mo na nay panahon nga maging maro kapag pag-ayo. Diba? Dili man kinahanglan magpa-bright ba? Ang importante sumunod tayo kung ano po yung ipag-uutos ng gobyerno. Pag sinabi ng gobyerno na mag-quarantine. Pag sinabi ng gobyerno na wag lumabas, wag na muna natin isipin yung anong kakainin natin. Because alam ko people will always think that how they will eat, where they will buy their foods. How can they buy their phones if they don't have money because they don't have work? So, isipin na natin na lahat naman yan nalampasan natin eh. Wala naman siguro pang problema na dumating sa buhay natin. Tayo, I'm speaking of everyone. Wala pa naman siguro tayong problema na dumating sa buhay na hindi pa na solusyonan. Na hindi na alpasan. Kasi yung mga hindi nakaalpas sa problema, wala na sa mundo, hindi na natin kasama, di ba?
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Pero dahil tayo ay nandito pa rin, imagine ilang virus na ba ang dumaan sa ito explore with war. Ilang virus na ba ang dumaan sa mundong ibabaw na to? Sa time natin. So ilang virus na kaya? 'Di ba marami na? Pero andito ka pa rin, buhay ka pa rin. So meaning may chance pa rin na maalpasan pa rin natin 'to. Wag lang tayo ano ba tawag nito? Wag lang tayong mawalan ng pag-asa.
Para sa
Lahat po ng lilipas din 'yan. Lilipas din.
at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Basta ako dito tuloy akong magbibigay ng update kahit ayaw niyo. Wala kayong magagawa. Hindi naman sa feeling la ako lang may alam, kundi gusto ko lang kayo makaiwas sa mga bagay-bagay na hindi totoo. Alam niyo panay niyo maka-receive ng mga video na na sinasabi na makatulong. Actually, until hindi po sinabi ng WHO yan, ng World Health Organization, yung mga bagay na sinishare ninyo, hindi po yan totoo. Kahit sinabi pa ninyong hi to Miss Ging Buray, hello, kumusta? Kahit sinabi niyo pang mayroong umakyat.
Para sa pagbabago.
Kahit sasabihin niyo pa may umakyat ba si Leron. Kakanta to si Leron. Teka. Mayroon pa lang Yun, nag-press conference. Hello, Leron. Leron Sinta. Leron! Wala na.
Ayaw na talaga ako paakyatin.
Ayaw mo paakyatin. Nakaakyat ka na ga. Hello, Andres. Hello, Ging. Anong balita sa Montreal, DG? Dito sa Montreal, first scene, tingnan ko. Nasa 74 na po, nasa 22 na po ang infected na mga tao dito sa Montreal.
Hawak kamay tayo.
Leron, ano nangyari kay Leron? Nawala ang signal ni Leron. Diyos ko, Lord.
Tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
Basta. Ingat-ingat na lang po tayo, mga kapatid. Ako nga, ingat na ingat ako eh. Pupunta sana ako kahapon sa airport. Ang problema lang, ayaw naman pumayag ng aking may bahay. Istipot lang daw muna ako. Sabi ko wala akong video eh. So sabi na bahala na. Basta wag na muna kayong wag muna kayong mag-share ng mga kung ano-ano na ang sagi. Ngayon papaya naman. May blower pa daw yung yung dryer na blower. Pwede daw makapatay sa virus. Saka Diyos ko Lord. Maniwala naman agad ang mga Ito na lang. Pakinggan niyo ako. Tapos pa-share na lang sa inyo mga kaibigan. Hindi ko kayo inahikayat na na i-share yung aking video, kundi ito po sabihin niyo. Wala pa pong nilabas ang WHO na or kahit saan, kung meron man nagbalita na sa states na meron na yung ano ba tawag nito? Vaccine, mga kaibigan, sa virus, ay hindi ko pa sigurado yun, ha. Pero ay sinabi yung sa papaya, yung sa banana, gawa-gawa lang nila yun. Alam mo bakit? Gusto nilang mag-viral eh. Gusto nilang sumabay sa sumabay sa kasikatan ng virus. Alam niyo naman, makikita niyo naman talaga yung kung totoo talaga yung gusto nilang hangarin na magbigay ng impormasyon or magbigay ng ng konting tulong sa tao sa pamamagitan ng pagbigay ng tamang mga impormasyon. Meron nga isa dyan sa gobyerno ngayon, dahil tatakbo yan ng senador sa 2022, kaya sinakyan niya. Lahat ng sinakyan niya. Ang galing talaga. Ito Mr. Ray Rementiso behind you. Hello. Kumusta dyan sa inyo, Gaw?
Madilim na kahapon.
Kumusta dyan, Gaw? Kumusta? Kasi ang punto ko naman is ano ba yung hinahabol nila? Bakit sila gusto nilang gusto nilang maglagay ng video, gumawa ng video. Kung totoosin sana wag na lang nilang sakyan yung corona. Hayaan nila yung corona sa mga otoridad. Bantay sarado.
Hawak kamay tayo para sa...
Uy, sino ba yun? Bakit na naman ba? Nako, sorry batay di. Bakit di ka makaakyat?
At ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
Again mga kapatid, dapat po nating iparating sa ating kaibigan, sa ating mga kamag-anak na wag po tayo basta-basta maniwala sa mga posting sa Facebook na Diyos ko Lord. Walang basihan, walang basis talaga. So, wag na po tayo basta-basta maniwala. O wag tayo basta mag-share. Ako dito, napupuno ako yung katulad na lang nung di ko na lang sasabihin.
Tayo na, Pilipinas. Tayo na, magbago.
Teka, andito ang
Para sa
Finance Minister. Ano kaya? Saan ba? May update ba sila? Teka ha?
at ako.
Wala yata silang update.
Tayong lahat kay Rodrigo. Duterte para sa
Ito.
pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo. Duterte para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Pakinggan natin mga kapatid ha, saglit.
things that they need, and to come out of this strong so that we can revive our economy at the appropriate time.
Thank you. Next person.
Thank you. The next question is from Gloria Galloway from Maze News. Your line is open.
Hello, my question is for Governor Polas. What additional measures is the bank considering to bolster the economy, and is quantitative easing among them?
Well, thank you. And let me just answer Bill's question, Bill Curry's question, just before I turn to yours, because they are contextual. So, yeah, I was being fairly careful to not rule out actions at any time. There was nothing scripted about the bank's posture. I only mentioned that between now and April 15th, we'll be doing our usual analysis and producing a monetary policy report. The bank staff are hard on that. And one of the big changes that we've got to incorporate in that is this major fiscal announcement that we've just seen. It's so, you know, I'm not going to itemize what could cause us to move earlier or not move earlier at this stage. What I think, and blending that with the next question, we've made a lot of moves in just a few days, as I itemized. And just to give you an illustration, I mean, I know it sounds quite theoretical to people. Oh, we have a different repo program or different collateral. Just to illustrate what that might mean, just yesterday, the bank did about just under $35 billion of unusual or say quite exceptional transactions. And that's across a wide range of programs, some of which we had never done before. So I'm very proud of the trading room folks that are getting these things done at a time, especially when we've split our operations into 3 different locations for health safety reasons. And everything's functioning terrifically. I'm knocking on wood there. But for example, we did our first purchase in the secondary market of Canada mortgage bonds yesterday. Spreads on Canada mortgage bonds have come down from, you know, in the almost 70 basis points to around 50 basis points. These are on 10 years. That's a really significant move in the markets, and it's an indicator that action is helping to ease tensions out there. And as I said, this is all aimed at keeping credit channels open so that, you know, we out there, businesses and households have lines of credit with banks. And what we want to make sure is that the system functions well so that banks are still in a position to continue to offer that credit to people when they actually need it, which is in a situation like this. So that back plumbing sort of action that we're taking is very important, and some of these things are just getting underway. So I think it's important for us to take some time here to watch those things unfold and see how the market functions. What other tools do we have? Well, they're the same ones that we've laid out in the past under our extraordinary measures. They are all still in the toolkit. But I think the main thing is that most of these things are scaled, that is, are scalable. So we've sort of started out with a certain number of, as I said, for example, $35 billion yesterday. That's a lot for one day worth of transactions. But we will scale that as needed. Whatever the system needs, this is what we will provide. And we'll continue to evolve perhaps elements of the programs to make them more tailored if need be. But for now, we've got a lot in place and we want to see how it functions. It seems to be functioning well so far.
Follow up?
I take it that means you're not ruling out quantitative easing.
I would certainly not rule out quantitative easing. Of course not. That is just something that's a standard part of the central bank toolkit. I would say, though, that the things that we are doing right now, that is actively operating in various bond markets, and we're just about to start next week, our bankers acceptance program. Well, those things may appear to you as a sort of quantitative easing, but they are not. They are just intended to help markets discover prices more readily. When the bond market is dysfunctional, people can't, they get big bid-ask spreads and the market kind of freezes up. So by doing switches and buybacks, the bank can show itself and show guidance into an equilibrium, so we get more rapid turnover in the market. So all those things are going hand in hand to make sure I feel like the plumbing is working well. And that means that the rest of the delivery system that's going on can do its job.
The one before going back to the room.
The next question is from Chris Varco from the Calgary Herald. Your line is open.
Hi, Minister Morneau. I just want to know, what kind of assistance are you looking at for the airlines and for the oil and gas sector? Would this be part of the $10 billion liquidity measures that were announced last week, or would they provide a different kind of assistance? Are you looking at things like loan guarantees, direct investments?
Thank you. We recognize that through the course of this virus, we are going to face different challenges from different sectors, different challenges from different sizes of business. We are not ruling out any conclusion in any situation. We're going to actively work with organizations in the oil and gas sector, in the airline sector, in order to come up with approaches that enable them to bridge through a challenging time. That's critical. We're not far enough along in those discussions to identify specific measures that we will take, but we do recognize the urgency of those discussions and are proceeding with that in mind.
Your follow-up? No. Okay, in that case, we'll be going back to the room. Monsieur Blouin, Radio-Canada.
Rien là-dedans de spécifique pour les aînés, pour les personnes de plus de 70 ans. Il aurait pu y avoir, par exemple, bonification des prestations de la sécurité de la vieillesse rapidement. Pourquoi c'est pas dans vos mesures? Est-ce que vous ne pensez pas que les aînés, en ce moment, c'est une clientèle particulièrement vulnérable qui aurait peut-être besoin d'aide?
Merci. Nous savons qu'il y a des défis pour les Canadiennes et les Canadiens partout. Bien sûr, le défi est plus important pour les gens qui sont dans une position où ils ont moins de revenus à cause de la COVID-19. Nous allons assurer, nous voulons assurer les aînés que notre système, notre approche continue. Donc, ils vont avoir leur revenu gardé avec notre approche, mais nous savons en même temps qu'il y a des défis particuliers. Ça veut dire qu'avec un changement dans les prix, dans les marchés, il y a un défi pour quelques-unes entre les aînés. Et c'est pour ça que nous avons introduit une approche qui va aider les gens qui veulent avoir l'assurance qu'ils peuvent continuer avec leur approche dans l'avenir. Donc ça, c'est très important. Mais bien sûr, nous allons continuer de regarder la situation. S'il y a quelque chose de spécifique qui est nécessaire, on va considérer.
Hier a évoqué un assouplissement des règles pour avoir une prestation d'assurance-emploi, par exemple, réduire le nombre d'heures. Il y a des gens aussi qui ont demandé une bonification des prestations d'assurance-emploi. Pourquoi vous choisissez de ne pas aller là pour l'instant?
La chose le plus importante, la chose immédiate, ça veut dire que c'est très nécessaire de considérer les gens qui ne sont pas dans notre système d'assurance d'emploi, les gens qui ont rien s'ils ont un problème. C'est pour ça que nous avons considéré comment nous pouvons assurer le 5,7 millions de travailleurs entre notre 19 millions de travailleurs qu'ils vont avoir quelque chose. Ça, c'est très important. Mais en plus, on a fait des choses qui va aider une partie très importante des Canadiens et Canadiennes. Notre approche pour un crédit avec le GST est très important. Ça va aider 15,5 millions de Canadiens. En plus, l'allocation canadienne pour enfants, la bonification est très important. Ça va aider 3,4 millions de familles partout au Canada. Donc, on a des mesures spécifiques, on a des mesures pour une nombre très important de Canadiens. Et ensemble, il y a une approche qui est très importante pour les gens dans une situation où ils peuvent avoir moins de revenus à cause de notre situation.
For Canadians to get money in their pockets?
We've worked hard to make sure that the approaches that we're taking will enable us to move forward as rapidly as possible. This has been a key area of focus. Certainly the Prime Minister has been very engaged in this discussion with me. We've looked at both the systems that we currently have in government, like the employment insurance system, and the systems that we have that can enable us to get money out quickly. It's why we've come to the measures that we've come to, because they enable us to get money out rapidly. So we will be working through the Canada Revenue Agency primarily for the GST credit that will enable us to get that out fairly rapidly, we believe in April. For the approach, the emergency benefits that we've talked about, those benefits will be able to be out within a couple to 3 weeks, very rapidly. We're putting up an automatic system so people can go online to the CRA to actually apply with a very, very modest approach to showing that they have the appropriate situation. And that we think will enable people to get money in their family finances very rapidly.
And are you concerned about the optics of closing the U.S.-Canadian border to non-essential travel, that it may lead to consumers, panic shopping or, hoarding groceries more or other supplies? How do you combat that? And as well, can the cross-border supply chain, is it resilient enough to maintain that kind of a shock for an extended period of time?
We've been working very hard with the U.S. administration in recent days to make sure we come up with an approach that ensures that we can continue to have the goods and the things that we need, the essential medicines, the food come back and forth across our border, that our broader supply chains can continue, because we want that to be able to maintain our economy now and to allow us to get back to where we want to get back to once we're past this crisis. I think what we've come to is a very good conclusion, that we will enable non-essential workers and travelers. Those people will not be able to cross the border, but essential workers, people that might be working in Windsor from Detroit, or people working in Detroit that are from Windsor, they will be able to go back and forth if they're in the healthcare sector. We'll be able to ensure that goods and services can come back and forth, because our economies will need that economic travel. But other travel won't be moving back and forth. That was an important discussion between the Prime Minister and the President. We're confident that will give Canadians confidence that we'll continue to have what we need, and we will be continuing to work together in a cooperative way as we try our best to deal with everything as it comes up. And that's the approach we've taken and will continue to take.
Droga at mga nakawan, dapat nga
Yes, ang oras po natin mga kaibigan, alas 12:20 na po ng tanghali. Balik tayo dito sa ating programa after that live update mula sa Ottawa regarding dito sa development para sa mga Canadian citizen at permanent residents nandito sa Canada. At asahan nyo yung mga guidelines ay lalabas yan online. Huwag na nating i-discuss dito isa-isa. Basta antayin natin yung guidelines, mga kaibigan, lalabas yan. I'm sure. By the way, I don't know, titingnan ko muna ha, kasi tumawag sa akin kanina yung Hi Nori Monasterial, hello mga Pinoy. Hello Nori. Tumawag sa akin kanina ang Hydro-Quebec, umagang-umaga. Meron silang ano ba tawag nito? Meron yatang maintenance shutdown mamaya or tomorrow. I di ko maintindihan kasi sabi Thursday pa 11:59, so Thursday talaga yun. Tama, Thursday. So that will be on Thursday. Ibig sabihin offline kami from Thursday night to Friday morning at 6 a.m. in the morning sa Friday. If ever na hindi matuloy yung burnout, it will be on Monday. So yan, breakdown info, outage progress, upcoming intervention. Tingnan natin ha.
Sa piling mo,
upcoming intervention or brownout.
korupsyon.
Yan ang tinatawag na brownout.
Tayo na, Pilipinas. Tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
So, wala dito, di makita. Pero tumawag kasi yung ano eh.
Then
we will be getting ready at that time kasi alam mo ano ba weather sa Thursday night. So it will be on ano ba kaya?
Mga krimen.
Wednesday pa lang tapos Friday na yung ano. lang ya. Weekend pala yun. No? 7 days tingnan natin. Sa Thursday, tingnan natin ang weather sa gabi ha. Sa Wednesday. So by 1 degree. Nako, minus 1, minus 6. So kung walang ilaw, walang heater, nako, patay na. Thursday, 5-3. Okay. At least sa Thursday, hapon na pala to. Sa umaga talagang malamig. Diyos ko, Lord. Bukot habol kita, ani. Ayan yung time. Pagka na-confirm ko na talaga, dito lang naman sa area namin, yun ang sabi. Dito sa area natin ito, sigurado. Pag yan ay brown out, nako. So meaning din, brown out din po ang radyo, so walang musik. Pahinga muna, pahinga. Basta.
Tunay na pagbabago.
Tapos na pala yung nila. Anyway. So kung ano man po ang update mga kaibigan, abangan niyo po, kita niyo naman siguro yan. Basta ang amin lang dito, ang amin dito is tawag ito. Ang amin dito is kung mayroon kami makitang hindi tama, i-correct mo namin. We will inform you na hindi totoo yan. Or yung mga halimbawa yung mga video na si-share diyan.
Ikaw ang Pangulo.
Pagka hindi totoo yan, talagang sasabihin namin sa inyo. I-inform namin kayo, okay? Siguro ako hindi na po na magtatagal, dito na muna ako saglit. Pasalamat ako sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa atin. Maraming salamat kay Sir Ramon, Sir Belmont Kapanayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. To Roel Pangilinan, maraming salamat.
Sa piling mo, di ko mawawalaan.
To Pansitan, maraming salamat sa Pansitan, Pinoy Pansitan. Salamat din sa ating mga kaibigan sa Biga Beauty Spa. Maraming thank you, Biga Beauty Spa. Thank you so much. And this coming May 2 po ang boyfriends. Sana nga okay na. And May 8 ang intro boys naman.
Ikaw at ako.
Maraming salamat sa Trisun Film. Salamat sa Trisun Film. Thank you so much. Sir Alwin Galila, thank you.
para sa
Sir Belmon Kaparayan, Sir Ramon, and Sir Willie Pasion, salamat. Sa lahat mga Sigma, Upsilon, Lambda. At hi to sa lahat ng Knights of Rizal members.
masdan mo ang
Thank you for visiting. Don't forget to like,
alamat.
like, share. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel.
Mga nakawan.
Salamat.
Tayo na
Okay. Kamusta naman dyan, Joy? Anong balita dyan, Joy?
bago.
Anong balita dyan sa lugar mo? Sa Toronto?
Kamay tayo.
Anyway, mga kaibigan, ako po ay pansamantalang salamat sa mga nagpunta at kahit huli na kayo, salamat talaga. Ako po ay pansamantalang magpapaalam na muna. At magkita-kita tayo bukas ulit. Harang pa. Okay, nako. Shout out. Anong karon pa man nangabot? Anong karon pa man ni abot si si Milet. Hi, Milet.
I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ayan.
Tayong lahat.
Hi, DJ. Okay lang kami dito. Ayan, buti naman. Okay lang. Si Charmin Joy. Buti naman. Okay lang kayo dyan. Salamat, Sir din, Sir Robert. Salamat, Sir Willie Pasion. Nandiyan pala, Sir Willie. Thank you, sir. Salamat din. Salamat. Thank you so much. At huwag kalimutan, mag-ingat po lagi. Salamat sa inyong sa inyong pagsuporta sa amin. Basta doble ingat na lang, ha. Doble ingat po tayo. Huwag po tayo basta-basta Kung meron tayong medyo maramdaman na hindi okay sa katawan natin, tumawag na po tayo sa number. May number po dyan dito sa Quebec, ha. Yan, sa Quebec po yan na number. You can call that number right away. Huwag nang magpatumpik-tumpik. Huwag nang patagaling. Tawagan na agad. Yang numero na yan. Salamat din, Milet.
Nakahapon.
Pasensya na lang talaga. Ang dami lang nag-pop up dito sa kumbaga wala namang ayan. Okay, mag-extend tayo ng konti. Milet, baka gusto mo umakyat? Gusto mong magbigay balita kung anong meron diyan? Kumusta diyan sa kinalalagyan mo, ha? Si Milet, ayan si Milet, no. Akyat ka, Milet, saglit. Ayan. Hi to Miss Ging Buray. Hello, Miss Ging Buray.
Hawak kamay tayo.
Thank you for coming.
Para sa pagkasenso.
Hi to Miss Rupina Diao. Hello, kumusta?
Ikaw at ako. Tayong lahat.
Kain lang po. Sige. Sige. Okay, di na aakyat si Milet Ako'y na lang.
Tunay na pagbabago.
Magpaalam muna. Stay at home. Stay at home talaga. Sobra pa sa stay at home. Ayan, makinig na lang kayo sa radyo, ha. O makinig kayo sa radyo. Doon tayo doon natin tapusin yung ating huntahan sa radyo. Mas maganda doon. Hindi pressure. Kaysa dito sa nakikita niyo ako sa Facebook. Okay. Tune in tayo sa radyo, mga kaibigan, sa mga musikang Pilipino na hinanda namin sa inyo, mga kaibigan. Punta lang po kayo sa mga link. May mga link po dyan na pwede nyo puntahan para pakinggan ng radyo. Dyan sa Facebook page namin, nandyan ang link. Dyan sa YouTube channel namin, nandyan ang link. Ganda ng sounds daw. Okay? Yung mga link para makinig sa radyo, nasa radyo ako. Hindi ako mawawala sa radyo. Pakinggan nyo ako sa radyo, ha? Sa radyo. Doon ako sa radyo magtatambay. Live din naman tayo sa radyo ngayon, pero magtatambay ako doon. Doon ako maghahasik ng
I
lagim
love my country and I
sa radyo.
for the Philippines.
Ayan. Sa mga gustong tumawag sa akin sa radyo, pwede. Kahit anong request nyo doon, walang problema. 24/7 po tayo doon sa radyo. Okay? As of now, ako po yung pansamantalang magpapaalam sa YouTube, sa Facebook at sa radyo. Tuloy-tuloy ang ating broadcast. Kasama pa rin ang DJ na makulit, si DJ Yui. Bye-bye for now. Thank you and God bless you.
Ikaw ang pangulo para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao.